Happy Tuesday, January 5th, and today's the day. So let's get right down to it. I'm not even going to waste anybody's time. Thank you for joining me here on Embrace Life. I'm Timmy O'Neill. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. If you're not, welcome back. This is a hot take on the Democratic and Republican race for Senate seats in Georgia. And we'll start off with where we're at as far as what Trump has done and how what Trump has done is actually more than what the Dems have been able to do in forever. Basically, Trump did what the Democrats couldn't do. He fractured the Republican side completely, and I'll tell you why. So CNBC reported just a few hours ago that one of the lead analysts stated that Trump fractured the Republican Party, and this is how he did it. Yet by saying that the vote was rigged, okay, your classical conservative Republican state of Georgia has approximately 51% all stating the same thing as what Trump has been projecting, which is basically it's rigged. These are Chinese machines, and the vote was rigged, and the presidency is rigged, and now you have these ultra conservatives from Georgia that are refusing to vote because these machines are Chinese. So this has fractured the Republican Senate. You've got half and half going back and forth against each other, and only the Republicans in Georgia for the Senate seats are losing out. They're losing by head over heels over here. Ossoff is up 8%. Purdue is down 10%, and this is earlier in the day for voting, for votes coming in. So a lot more votes are going to be coming in, but. So essentially, Donald Trump did what the Democrats have been trying to do so that they can free things up and get their agendas taken care of. I get it. I understand it. I don't understand that they are refusing, or they're just not going in to vote. As it was prior to Monday, there was only a less than 1% lead for Ossoff and Warnock. Reverend Warnock actually was a little bit more than 1%, I believe. Ossoff was the one that was a lot farther ahead based on the polls. But you can't really trust all these polls, because if you did, you'd be buying into speculation. A lot of these times people are, saying that they're going to vote for somebody, but in fear of saying, hey, they want to vote, just like with the presidency. People didn't want to say that they were voting for Trump. They would vote for Trump, but in the polling, it would show that they weren't, because they didn't want to show their face stating that they were voting for Trump. So that we have that going on. The Senate only needs 2 seats to take him to 51. Now, 51 votes, usually you can get a lot of things passed with 51 votes, but not everything. A majority of them will require 60 votes. So it's not going to heavily lean one way or the other, but I'm telling you one thing, the stock market's seeing it. The stock market is panicking. You're going to see a lot of drops. I've got a list here as far as some things to expect. If Biden wins, cannabis stocks, CGC, ACB, Aurora, PLNAF, that might be something that you'd have to go on to like Ameritrade to buy stock in. Cannabis stocks, they're going to go up. Biden's green. The Dems want to decriminalize federally marijuana. So it only begs to pose a position of, hey, that's a huge exception, so the stock market's going to want that. Their stocks are going to go up. Also, ENPH, That's another one that's going to do really well. As far as tech stocks, that's where you're going to really get hurt, and you'd be surprised, but it's going to be Apple. Apple's going to get hit hard. Not DoorDash. What was the other one? I'll remember it later. Yeah, so you got Apple that's going to get hit hard. Couple stocks that I think that are going to go right through this. Yeah, they might get a couple blips, but Tesla, NIO, XPeng, I think they'll do fine. In fact, NIO, I think is going to do a lot better than fine. I mentioned earlier with a little bit of my view of NIO. Yeah, they're essentially now available to sell in the European market. They don't see Tesla as competition. They see Tesla as another EV, and the fact that the world is transitioning to EV, so any EVs, any movement towards EV is good. So that's why they don't see Tesla as competition. But they also have a sedan coming out. They've mostly, up until this point, have had SUVs and CUVs. But with the coming of the sedan in 2021, that looks like a straight shot at Tesla and competing. But, I mean, if you really look at it, it's more of XPeng and NIO kind of competing. Because NIO is actually in one of the factories owned by the oversight, the government that owns the building that they're in, oversees these Chinese EVs, and they happen to be using the same warehouse and factory for building NIO. So I believe it's ACG or ACA, something like that. I don't know a lot about China, but I'm learning as I go. But if you guys watch my previous videos about China, everything's going EV on their end. And if you look at it, with the European market, expecting no ICE vehicles to be sold after 2030, that's 9 years away, guys. So yeah, heavy influence on EV, especially with Biden because he's green. But also look at NIO because they're now direct competitors for HVAC industry because they're coming out with a new HVAC program. Also, I like NIO because they have a subscriber program for their batteries, in which case that lowers the cost of the initial value of the vehicle because they're not selling it with the battery, they're leasing the batteries. And this is how it works. You subscribe to lease the battery, you can replace the batteries at these supercharger stations. Fully charged, you leave your battery, you take the other battery, it's 3 minutes in and out. That sure as heck beats Tesla's supercharger station where you're sitting there for 25 minutes to charge your car. Huge. Plus, they also have a battery that's going to be 150 kilowatt, which could get them to 600 miles. At any rate, I digress. I just wanted to chime in on where we are as far as the state of the Georgia Senate runoff. And I may do a live stream later today. I'm trying to figure out where I want to do this live stream because I want to do a giveaway ultimately. I think people are really in need now, especially with the IRS messing up stimulus checks and unemployment. But at any rate, I'll try to keep you guys updated on what's going on. But for all intents and purposes, it's looking like the Dems are going to win. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, if you like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, and share this on social media, you'll be eligible for my my stimulus. It's a $1,200 giveaway as soon as I hit 500 subscribers. Don't forget to get your free stocks with Webull. I managed to refer a bunch of people, and they already have their own referrals, and they're already telling me, hey, I got my free stocks. This was yesterday. When they initially set up their accounts with Webull, it told them it was going to take 1 to 2 days, and all three of them, they already got their free stocks for opening the account. I think they're only waiting for the 2 free stocks for when they deposited their $100. I guess they got to validate the bank. I forget how it was because it was so long ago since I got Webull. But also, I want to recommend Coinbase. I'm buying Ethereum through Coinbase. It's very easy. They give you the usage of the funds that you deposit. It takes 7 days to get the transaction to go through for your bank. So your bank won't recognize the transaction for 7 days, but they give you immediate use of those funds to buy and sell crypto. You can get Bitcoin, you can get Ethereum, you can get Ethereum Classic. If you have any questions or suggestions, I'm happy to hear them. Please put them in the comments below. I love and appreciate all of you guys. As always, you guys are a great community. We'll be talking soon. I love you.